Hi guys, and welcome to another edition of your replays. In today's batch, we've got a AMX 5100 game coming up, but before that happens, we are here with Collassus in his T57 Heavy. This could have almost been a Here There Be Monsters edition again, but the AMX 5100, it's a very, very scary tank, but it's not as scary as the AMX 5120. But it's a 49%er on South Coast, and Colossus is platooned with Brycorn 1 and 321 Bar, both from the Arum clan, and they're top tier, as you always are when you're in a tier 10 game. It's a nice matchup, very, very close game with a lot of pretty good and some experienced players on either side. Let's just get going. So there are only 5 tier 10s on either side. Colossus team do have a slight advantage. They've got an extra tier 9. But it's a pretty decent matchup for the T57 Heavy. This is a tank I don't own. I'm only on the T54E1 at the moment, and I haven't started playing it yet. But it's a beast. The burst potential of this tank is incredible. It's got a 4-shot magazine with 258mm of penetration, 400 alpha damage. So that's 1600 damage this tank can put out with average rolls per magazine. Okay, so Colossus got 6 cents, just been spotted in chat. Germany are beating Brazil 7-0. So you can tell when this game was played and that Colossus is not a big soccer fan. In fact, he's playing World of Tanks while that game is on. But AMX 1390 in the distance. Colossus is looking for that gun depression. AMX is running for it, misses his first shot. Gets a nice shot with the second shot, sets him on fire, finishes him with the third shot. So really, really nice fire on the AMX 1390. Unfortunately, one of Colossus's teammates or platoon mates has gone down in his bat chat, but Colossus is on a reload, a 23.5 second reload on this tank. And I should point out that there's no RT, so this is a very strong position if the enemy team are being aggressive down the 8-9-0 lines, but not a very good position if there's RT in the game. But as long as there's no RT, Colossus is sitting here, he's gone for a reload. And he's just waiting for opportunities to unleash this gun, to unleash the hell that the T57 can unleash. So it's all quiet. I'm amazed that none of Colossus' team have gone down the 9-0 lines. There's only an AMX 1390 up there. Brave little 1390. No shots on the T34. And this E50 is staying well hidden. Enemy team are playing almost as if there are RT in this game. So Colossus finally decides his position is no longer effective. He's not doing damage, he's not spotting enemy tanks. No shots on that bat chat. But all he needs is just an opportunity to unleash this gun. Bat chat's advancing. Is he going to get shots? He is. One shot in. Second shot in. Third shot in, and still has a shot left over. So there we go, 961 damage on that bat chat, very, very quickly. Relatively quick aim time. Very, very small gap between the shots. Colossus goes for a reload. So there's a Borsig, a T28 prototype, an E50 and a T44 in front of him. All have previously been spotted, and now there's also an IS-3. But Colossus has reloaded, but probably a little bit hesitant to push forward. He knows there are potentially 5 enemy tanks in front of him. And every time he pokes this corner, he's getting spotted. I would be worried too. I think Collassus is a little bit worried that he might be being flanked. There was a T44 above him that hasn't been spotted in quite some time. And Collassus decides to switch angle. And the IS-3 has moved into a position for it to get a shot. So Collassus takes his first hit of the game. Some nice play by that IS-3. Very, very unpredictable. Looks like the T-44 has actually moved down. Instead of staying north, he's actually moved down to where he has friendly tanks. Collassus is able to unleash his gun again. And there you go. All 1500 damage done on that IS-3. IS-3 bounced. That is what this tank is capable of. Took that IS-3 down from full health. Says E50M is advancing, or E50 is advancing. Collassus has got shots, but donks that first shot. Ammo racks him on the second shot, so ammo racks him for 749 damage. Goes for another reload. Score is 8-7. It's still a 50-50 game. And Collassus is on 4,000 damage with 4 kills. So yeah, this is another one of these tanks I don't yet own, and I'm looking forward to playing. And the T57 Heavy is avoiding any nerfs that are coming in 9.2. Never say never. So still a T28 and a Borsig camping in the enemy spawn. Collassus is going to be doing some flanking. And the score is 11-11. So Collassus is getting up to 38 kilometers an hour here, so it's not the quickest tank, but it's not slow. And where is this Borsig? Where is the T28? There we go. Not much to shoot at. I'm surprised Collassus went for those shots. Bounces on the T28 prototype. Bounces again, only needs. He's only got one shot left in this magazine. T28 is moving forward. And Collassus is finally able to pen his cheek, but probably a little bit unfortunate. Missed a shot and bounced too. Has to go for another reload. And there's still a Borsig. Yeah, I was going to say there's still a Borsig up here. Borsig is firing HE for some reason. So Collassus moves forward. He's reloaded. One shot in. Next shot in. Oh, Waffentrager pulled back too far. He only has 3 hit points left. Hardly worth wasting a shell on him. Could almost ram him to death. But Collassus goes for the shot anyway and picks up 5,000 damage. That's his top gun. So he goes for another reload. 2 tanks left on the enemy team, an Object 268 and an E100. 268 is still fighting, takes out the KV-4. Collassus does have shots, but he's... Oh! Object moves into cover. Collassus only has 4 shots left of regular ammo. Gets a nice shot in on the Object. Object moves into cover behind the house. And the Borsig takes him out. So, Collassus is on 6 kills and only has 8 premium shells left. He's decided to go for a reload. He wants a full clip against this E100. Not sure how much health the E100 is on, so going for a full clip reload is probably a good idea. E100 was last spotted on the beach, and a tree falls over to Collassus' right. So E100 is here. He's on 613 hit points. Collassus bounces on his gun mantlet, gets a nice shot into the side of the turret, tracks him in place, and one shot left. Oh, that was probably not a good shot. He could have had a shot on the lower glacis. Could have had a shot on the lower glacis, shooting up at the lower glacis at that angle. But you can see how quick this reload is. E100 puts a shot into him, but Collassus is on a reload. He's only got 4 seconds left. 2, 1. He's reloaded. Goes for the lower glacis this time. Takes him out for kill number 7. 6,160 recorded damage. So that was another ace tanker for Collassus in the T57 Heavy, and I know that he's actually gotten quite a few because he's sent me more than one ace tanker in the T57, but that was the game I liked the most, and one of the other ace tanker games he sent me in the T57 Heavy has a couple of clips in it I want to use for a snapshots video, so I decided I was just going to use this one and I will use the other one for some snapshots, but it was an ace tanker. He also picked up high caliber and Top Gun. He finished top on XP with 1260, 6,160 damage and 7 kills. The burst potential of the T57 Heavy is what I am so looking forward to. He fired 27 shots, 22 hits, 18 penetrations. So yeah, a couple of the shots could have been aimed maybe a little bit better, or but it was still a really, really good performance, and you got to see what a monster this tank can be. He blocked 1140 damage with armor, damaged 8, destroyed 7, didn't do any assistance damage, but he did earn, even though he had to fire some heat towards the end of the game, he still managed to earn 23,000 credits with a tier 10 heavy. That's pretty awesome. 1890 XP with a premium account, with a 377 XP bonus thrown in. Don't know what that was for. Wasn't the first game of the day, but he finished up on 2,267 XP with that premium account. Really, really nice game in a tank I am looking forward to playing, and thank you very much for sending it in, Collassus. Moving on, we are here with Saljin on Northwest. He's in a 40%er, so a little bit of a tough ask, especially as it's a tier 10 game. He's in his tier 8 French autoloader, the AMX 5100, which again is an autoloader with a 6-shot magazine, 232 penetration with 300 alpha damage. But Saljin's going to show us some really, really nice autoloader replay here. Really something I haven't encountered too much because I don't have too many top tier autoloaders, but he is going to show us quite a lot of what you need to know about playing a tank with an autoloader in this particular game. Unusually for me, when I'm recording one of these, I've actually watched this game before recording it, because this replay was sent to me quite some time ago and I did actually have time to watch it. Haven't watched it in a couple of weeks, so I'm a little bit rusty before recording it, but I have actually seen it, so I know what's going to happen. But Saljin is moving down the 1-2 lines. He's got an E50 with him. Looks like there's an E75 slowly moving up this flank as well. For some reason, a lot of his heavy tanks are moving into the middle of the map. I don't know why. So there's not that much support over here. A couple of tier 9 tanks and a tier 8. So, being in a French tank, Saljin doesn't want to be on the front line. Gets a nice shot into that Pershing, tracks him in place, gets another shot in. It doesn't look as though the Pershing has a repair kit. Rushes that shot a little bit. Oh, only one shot left. And thankfully finishes him off. So, yeah, 6 shots in the clip. That was 1,154 damage against that Pershing. But in the north, oh, something has just spotted Saljin. No idea what that could have been. But in the north, that E50 has run into a T71 and a T54. And now there's a Batchat and IS-4 that have been spotted below Saljin. And the E50 has gone down. T54 takes out the E50. So it's just the E75 and Saljin left over here. And he knows that there's an IS-4. The IS-4 is flanking below. There's a Batchat, T71 and a T54 on their way. Saljin is on a reload. It's a almost a 48-second reload on this tank. So he wasn't wasting time. He went for a reload and he's relocating. He started relocating while on a reload because, like most autoloaders, you can't defend a position in an autoloader. You really do need to support other tanks, because once your clip is empty, you are completely useless until you reload. So very hard tank to defend a position in. Now this E75 is going to battle against a lot of other tanks. He's still on full health, but IS-4 rushes that shot. You can see the aim time on this tank is not great. It may have an autoloader, it may have pretty awesome burst damage potential, but the aim time is really slow. So it caused him to miss a shot on the side of an IS-4. Now there's a Batchat. Oh, just a hint of a shot. But pre-aims that shot very nice. Batchat sits in the open, decides to trade shots. So that gives Saljin an opportunity to get another shot in, and now an Object 140 has appeared below Saljin. Saljin still has 3 shots left in his magazine. And again, he's looking for shots. Just hints of shots on these tanks. But things are not looking good. It's just Saljin here with a couple of TDs, a VK, and that E75 is still holding out. E75 is still on a lot of health. So the nice thing is that E75 is able to proxy spot the tanks that are north. And Saljin's not going for a reload. He still has 3 shots left. That's 1,200... Sorry, that's 900 potential damage left in his magazine. So he's relocating to see if he can support the north, see if he can get shots, and as soon as he starts moving, the enemy tanks in the north appear. But he doesn't have any shots. Looking for shots. T54. Saljin's out of his view range, but the T54's just taken a big hit. And again, lovely pre-aimed shot on the T54. Saljin picks up kill number 2. 1900 damage so far. And this IS-4 and Object are moving in. 2 shots left. And it's always a question of to reload or not to reload. He decides not to reload. Batchat makes a mistake, sits in the open, and Saljin's able to finish him off for kill number 3. Just 1 shot left in the magazine. Does he go for a reload? He relocates, sees if he can get a shot in on the tanks in the middle, and there's a Type 61. Unfortunately, that was his last shot, and now he's on a 48-second reload. What you would have done to have shots on that T6 or Type 61 with a full clip. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So Saljin is on a reload again. There is RT in the game. And the TDs have done a good job. The north of the map is not looking quite as threatening now. Saljin's almost reloaded. He knows there are 3 tanks just down to his left. He pokes the corner, gets spotted. Decides to fall back, and RT puts a big shot into that Jagdpanzer E100. So the 140 takes out the Waffenträger Panzer IV. And he's sitting in the open. So look at that long aim time. Beautiful shot, tracks the 140 in place. Gets another shot into him. And bounces. Bounces another shot. Tracks him again, sets him on fire. Premium fire extinguisher used. and sets him on fire a second time. I was going to say left him on a little bit of health. That was unfortunate that he bounced 2 of those shots, but he did get 2 engine fires out of those. Big waste of a premium fire extinguisher. That's 30,000 credits down the drain. And now Saljin is on 4 kills, 3,500 damage, and he's on a reload again. So Type 61, AMX, and T28 have all last been spotted south. An IS-7 has moved up towards the enemy cap and is capping. T28, no shots. Saljin's almost reloaded. 5 seconds left. Decides to go for this. Type 61 is a 1-hit kill. T28 is no threat. So Saljin goes for it. Shoots on the move. Takes out the Type 61 for kill number 5. The AMX has since been taken out. I missed when that happened. So there's a T28 up here. 2 enemy tanks left. Saljin has 5 shots in his magazine. And he's got the side of this T28. Finishes him off for kill number 6 and Top Gun. And Artie has also gone down. So capped and killed every remaining enemy tank. Nice game. So that was an ace tanker for Saljin in the AMX 5100. I've recently unlocked the AMX M4, so I will eventually get to this little beast, but yeah, the aim time kind of puts me off a little bit. Very long aim time on this tank, but really nice game, and Saljin also picked up a Top Gun for it. He earned 1317 XP for that game, 3,978 damage and 6 kills. He fired 20 shots, 18 hits and 15 penetrations. Was a little bit unfortunate to bounce a couple of shots on the Object 140, but really nice damage output and some really nice relocating. I have to say, I liked the way he was constantly moving. He was constantly looking for shots, constantly looking for angles, and he wasn't just sitting around while waiting for his gun to reload. He damaged 6, destroyed 6, and did 103 assistance damage, and earned 30,000 credits for that game. 1975 XP with a premium account. It wasn't his first game of the day, but a really solid game in the AMX 5100. Another autoloader I am looking forward to playing. So thank you very much to Saljin for sending that in, and thank you very much to Collassus for sending the T57 heavy replay in, and 2 autoloaders I'm looking forward to getting. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.